United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Австрии, Германии, Czech Republic, не входящих в русские, гетто, Холокост, геноцид стран, диско-китайские страны, остальные страны, где живут черножопые подонки, суки, их пиздосранки и гондоны, суки, кобели. Русские гетто, Холокост, геноцид стран — это Россия, СССР, СНГ, Болгария и захваченная ими Прибалтика, где русские подонки, суки, и черножопые, суки, подонки с их пиздосранками и гондонами, суками и кобелями устроили геноцид мне, пытая аппаратурой и майнд-контроль от аппаратурой и применяя все формы насилия, принуждения, террора, рабства, насильно удерживая на территории фашистской страны России, не давая осуществить мою эмиграцию в Австрию, Германию, Нидерланды, Францию, Шотландию, Англию, Америку, Канаду, Аляску, Чехию, куда я собираюсь, насильно удерживая на территории фашистской страны России и пытая аппаратурой и майнд-контроль от аппаратурой и принуждая находиться среди подонков и сука, и их пиздосранок и гондонов, сука, кобелей. Hello, Joy. Hello, Joy. Hello, Lauren. John, Kristen, York. The peoples of white race from the Canada, Alaska, Sea, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, and Czech Republic. Hello, Joy. Hello, Joy.
This is a very interesting stretch of George to the south here.
Today is Johnny 5
Alicia Lewis.
Today
Good
is
evening,
Johnny
Johnny
5
and everyone
of
else.
August
Alicia Lewis, thank you
2025
so much for the
of
support
the
and the
third
super chat.
Johnny.
Good evening to
Today
you
is Johnny 5 of
as well, Alicia.
August
Thank you very much.
2025 of the third Johnny. Okay, the Johnny.
To Google
Look
Hooker
at
Hubby's picture of
that.
the restaurant
The road Johnny date on
Well, I
time
remember
on this
discovering
moment Johnny.
around 2019.
Today is Johnny Tuesday.
I popped that term into
Today
Google
is
Maps and it pulled up
Tuesday.
that restaurant.
Today is the 5th day of August 2025 of the third Johnny. Look at that
I'm sure
Johnny.
someone else figured that out
This
before
Johnny
me.
the rule.
One of those neat kind of
That on
Easter egg
time
type
of
things.
this moment Johnny the rule. Look at that Johnny the rule.
All right, Marge, thanks for dropping in. Hope you have a wonderful evening ahead.
Look at for
This is
Johnny.
Pembroke.
The rule date on time Johnny the rule.
Ken Continuum, where art thou? Just across the street here, there are some permanent looking. Oh, there's a guy chopping firewood. Greetings, Harjot. Why is it so sleepy today? It wasn't that sleepy on Yonge Street, but the east side of downtown, things usually get a bit quieter. Sometimes it's nice to wander the not super busy streets. Gerard's somewhat major, but you're not going to see big pedestrian activity along this stretch. That is the Allen Gardens, and we are in the Garden District, named after the Allen Gardens. Mike Landry too, rocking that #1 top fed status. I still think it's ridiculous that YouTube implemented that.
David Ace. Holy cow, David Ace.
Такой канал, Дана. Lunch breakfast. Жорстокий мир. Жорстокий мир with vegetables. And milk, butter and cheese.
Oh, America. Whoa, I don't know. Списал. Пut drinks on that. I want to consider this American war.
in Korea. I used to teach English with her in Korea. And we both just so happened to move back to Toronto. It was about 7 years ago. I went to Thailand and met up with her and some other friends that we used to teach together. She probably thinks it's funny that I'm wearing this t-shirt of all things. There's like a ceremony to change it in like August at some point, but an official opening. I was thinking of getting Ken and inviting people over to attend it. Ironically. There's Wakeley Lane. That's absolutely beautiful. Residential neighborhood just to the north of here. Maybe arrested by talking English. Well, teaching English, hanging out with students, pretending to teach English. You need a visa and a job, so. Oh, look at that house. There's zoomies on it. My mic is. I used it on my driving live stream and it's got AI noise reduction. I didn't set it too strong, but it can like kill the air conditioning noise, which is nice. I know it. You lose some of the sounds, but if I roll down the windows, you'll still hear some of the sounds. Because the air conditioning is like a white. So what I should have done was just kept my windows down. But this will be very useful for driving. Audio experience.
Без психопрепарат с гормонсом poison with this foods and drinks or without this ingredients for this foods and drinks. The American book and Tokyo meat with cheese
Sounds fine to me.
and vegetables
I'll examine this when I get home.
and coffee with sugar and milk. The breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Sidewalk closed. Oop, I'm still zoomed in. Sorry about that. We're gonna have to cross the street. I had to at least get the TEFL. No, I didn't, Phuket Walk. What's funny is the first place I went to had that in their job requirements. It said TEFL or TESOL. So I went online and I got the TESOL. TESOL or TESOL. It was kind of a bogus thing to get. I also downloaded a list of all the answers to the very program I got. I deliberately got some wrong. But when I got there, they didn't need to see any proof of that. They didn't really care. They just put that in the job description. So we're about to cross the Don Valley. Just over there is Riverdale Park West. And that streetcar says out of service on it, but it is not. It's probably going up to Broadview Station.
Do I have a portable air conditioning? No, my unit has a pretty good AC system. Are you finding it kind of hot today or nice?
It was hotter earlier.
Right as I hit the go live button, Moblin video. I wonder why that's not working. Moblin video. Moblin video. Technical snafu. Let's put the intro back on. I don't know why this isn't working. Streams. Bella box. Let's try that again. For the day plus gas. I remember prior to the pandemic, it was often $39, $49 for the day. Of course, I declined insurance and all that stuff. I've got that through my credit card. I just used an Amex. But I used to get rental cars for $25 a day. When I worked in insurance, there was a discount code. And later, Enterprise started cracking down on that, and you would have to show your employee ID when you rented it, because a lot of, I guess, non-insurance people were trying to cash in on that code. Mojo, have some fun, dude. Thank you, Mojo. Thank you very much. Start creeping out here. Visibility is shit. I cannot see. Very well to my left. There we go. So we're going to head up to the 401, and then we're either going to take the 403 or the 427 to the QEW. I think the last time I streamed a drive, I took the QEW, so maybe we'll take the 403 on this one. Well, to my left. There we go. But again, this is not a trip I was planning on making, but it's something I want to do. Hopefully the camera is set up okay. I just kind of slapped everything on here. That was like a 30 minutes of tomfoolery just to get moving. So I am heading to, I think it's Niagara General Hospital. I'm not sure the name of it, but I know where it is. It's just off of Stanley. And what's kind of sad for me is this hospital was the last place I ever saw my father. I remember kind of doing something similar to this, although that was very clearly the end. This is just someone close to me who needs a procedure, but when my dad was basically on his way out, I kind of did something very similar to this. I told my boss, I think this is the last chance that I can go see him. And she said, what the hell are you doing in the office? So I just said, thank you. Out I went, grabbed a car, drove up to Niagara. And a day later, he was gone. Well, the good news
Ты
is
знаешь, что
I don't have a
это
boss
за Жень?
to deal with that sort of thing anymore.
What the hell, Жень?
Ask myself.
This is moment. Peoples
Hey,
from
just
the
as we slow
sea.
down, Jenny K. for
America,
Parking fees.
Canada, Alaska, Scotland,
Thank
England,
you, Jenny K.
United Kingdom, Netherlands, France,
Thank you
South
very much.
Germany,
Good thing
Czech
is,
Republic.
if memory serves me
Look at
correct,
the
I
Jay,
was
is all
parking
to
for free
finished.
when I visited my
This
dad.
is
There's a
moment,
little,
Jay.
there's a park with I think a
This Jay
baseball
under
field.
influence
I
of
think
mind
there's free
control
public parking for 2
technologies
hours there.
is not of good at the taste.
And it's literally
Они
right
опять
around the
так
corner from the
воздействуют,
financial
подонки,
hospital, so
суки, с их пиздосранками
I'll
и
try my luck
гондонами,
with that,
суками
but
и
if that
кабелями, этой
is
аппаратурой.
full or not there, I'll just
Это и
go
делают,
to
что
the
как будто
parking lot. So
невкусно.
thank you, Jenny.
Ну-ка, this Женя, under influence Женя of mind control technologies is not of good at the taste.
So we're going north up
As
Avenue Road.
this foods and
Might seem a
drinks
little
is
silly
maybe
going in
is
the wrong
actually
direction,
good.
but
Without under influence.
this is
В
what
mind
we're doing.
control technologies, Жень, look at that, Жень.
Actually, you know what?
Закшал, Жень,
Oh, I
закшал.
should have turned left on Lawrence and taken that to the Allen. Oh well. I don't think I'm thinking very straight right now. This is the usual way I take 401. wondering what kind of vehicle this is, I don't know. It's a Kia. That's all I know. The Kia SUV. I picked it up around 9 a.m.
Double portion that. American
Is
book.
it nearly as nice as the hybrid Toyota or plug-in
I
hybrid
don't know
Toyota Prius I had? No,
what
but
to
it's going to get the job done. Car is a
Тихо,
car.
препарат. Германским спецслужб.
I actually had Henry
Well,
streams from Vancouver up on the TV when I was getting ready to come out this morning. Alright, 401 East. No, we want 401 West. And it looks like things are a little hokey on the 401. It's all good. I think it's going to take about an hour and a half or so from this point to get there. And we are on North America's busiest highway. It's also one of the widest. I don't like being behind this thing. Oh well, we'll move over. Yeah, hopefully the audio sounds better than the last few driving things. This microphone I'm using, which will be showing off in a future video, has AI noise canceling. Whatever the hell that is. Normally, I don't want that. Because I like to pick up all the ambient sounds, but when you're blasting air conditioning in a car, it makes sense to try to cut that out. If I don't blast the little iPhone's going to overheat.
Several moments of my life. Then I was being a little child. I was treating this very liking this is not fake. It's not a fake, it's психопрепарат. Германским спецслужб. Только вот знаю. I love it people do that. It's a little normal though.
So we had a fun live stream last night over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. If you want to check out a different kind of live streaming, feel free to head over there and check out that channel. That Johnny Stumbles, there should be a link to that in the description. Hopefully I'll have a wave of new content for that channel, in addition to the daily stuff I put up on this one. And Jeanette, I hope your grandbaby's parents enjoyed Blackpink in New York City. Alright, express. Right lane closed. red for? It doesn't say why, but I guess we don't need to know. Probably construction. Those lanes over on the right are the collectors. And we're in what they call the express. So if you're hitting one of the next 3 off-ramps, normally you want to be in the collectors. Otherwise, you're just gambling which one is faster. They have these signs that say collectors moving slowly, but when they put that sign up, everyone moves into the express, and then the express moves slowly. So really, just pick one and stay there. It's kind of like when you see 3 really long lines and they're all about the same length. Whatever you do, you're going to pick the wrong one, so it doesn't really matter trying to beat it.
What is that like?
This is moving pretty well.
Услышал препарат по гормонскому вкусу, да. Лайкнул жил, да. ЗЗ, Андрей ЗЗ, в mind control technology. Is not all good at the same. How as Johnny was doing many thousands of souls ago. When I was being a little child. Then under influence of mind control technology is not all good at the same. As Johnny was being many years old ago. Then I was being a little child. And was treating this at the street.
Apparently they're having some record-setting days.
Look at that,
With the number of passengers being processed flying in and out. And that's with 21% less flights to the U.S. So Canadians haven't stopped traveling and getting on planes. They're just going to other places.
I don't know what to consider. This I don't know that.
Oh, I see something flashing. D-Boutique, thank you so much for D-Boutique. I know you've corrected me on how to pronounce that before. Thank you. It says we hit a wall of brake lights. Yeah, I think we're going to take the 403. I've taken the QEW a lot lately. Kind of negligible which one's faster anyway. traffic is not moving very well the other direction. We're rolling really slowly going westbound. All right, 427 south coming up in 1.5 kilometers, but we're going to be skipping out on that. I just realized I think we were in a super widescreen mode there. Let's see how that changes things. Express one right lane ahead. It's the vultures of the road at tow trucks. Classic towing and storage. We are about to enter Mississauga. On the right will be Pearson International Airport. We'll call that my happy place.
Здесь что-то уже. Уже.
I see a super chat. Thank you so much. I can't read it, but I'll read it after the live stream.
Хаджа.
Oh, it looks like Mojo.
Under
Thank you.
influence of mind control technologies. Very pain head and J. Hemorrhoids is very pain. And J.
So we're going to be moving over to the right in a few minutes.
And this is very pain J. Hemorrhoids. Very pain J. The J under influence of mind
collectors on the
control
other side is just
technology.
crawling.
It's very pain. Look at that J. Very pain. Замороженная, вил бы ты здесь. Куда? Замороженная, вил бы ты
I remember once I broke down on the highway and I had roadside assistance and I had to tell like 10 different tow truck drivers to fuck off. They kept telling me they had to take my car.
Психопрепарат,
I was like, no. My guy is on the way. And they're like, no,
I
you
like
legally have to move it now. I have to hook you up. So they are flying bastards, in my experience. Just absolute vultures.
confidential. This food drink.
Maybe it wasn't 10, but it was several that tried to, like, hook my stalled vehicle up. That was on the 401. I was going to York University.
Продолжая просто конфуз. Закшиваем снова Джоя. Он снова Джоя. Вот что. Конфуз. Здесь мармелад. Закшиваем снова Джоя. Он снова здесь розет. Рыб. Он don't know Joy how right there. What to consist. It or that or this.
And yes, I was safely over on the shoulder when that happened. But now we're going to go right through the heart of Mississauga. We'll stay left here because there's a lot of traffic merging onto the 403 from the right. There's a high occupancy lane, which I don't qualify for on the left.
Like Joy marmalade. This marmalade is not fake. It's delicious for me, Joy marmalade. Delicious.
And why did I take my sunglasses in the apartment? I can see the CN Tower and skyline pretty clear over to the left. That's kind of neat.
Listen, Joy, beautiful music by Rowan Williams. Music shit like and low on this
I'm just going to stay put in the left lane until
soundtrack.
all these cars merge over.
Music shit is very to love this soundtrack.
Get around these guys and we'll look at moving over.
Music shit is very low on this
And all
soundtrack.
those skyscrapers you see
Music
straight
shit is
ahead
very low on.
form a pretty impressive
This
suburban
soundtrack.
skyline. It's got to be one of the most
By
impressive in North
Rowan
America by
Williams.
far. Mississauga City Center.
No, it's one of my favorite genres. Marshes. Luxury genre. Около genre.
This is the city where I grew up. Well, most of my childhood. Hurricane Hazel McCallion was the mayor for my entire time here. Just to the left is where Square One Mall is. And there's a ton of new condos going up. There's a lot of cranes. I wish I could point the camera sideways. Where the Coliseum is. The old Sega Palladium. Whatever it is now. It's 12:22. You should be there in about an hour, I would think. Again, if you're just tuning in, I am going to visit a family member. Not at the place you typically want to be visiting your family member, at the hospital in Niagara Falls. So I just put my content plans on hold, grabbed a car, and off we go. I'm thinking I might live stream tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be on foot or on bike. It's been a while since I've done an e-bike live stream. But it just made sense to turn the camera on and stream this one. That way I get something out of today content-wise. This is Erin Mills Parkway. This would be a neat spot to get off and do a mall walk video. Erin Mills Town Center is right here. Maybe that's an idea for my way home. Should take advantage of the car and hit somewhere. I don't know when I'm coming home, but it's an idea at least. If traffic were really bad, the 407 would be an option. I think we could pop out somewhere around Burlington. Don't want to accidentally end up on that though. You'll get a pretty hefty bill. That's the entrance to it just on the left. We can thank Mike Harris for that boondoggle. Eastbound 407 on the right. This guy coming over? No. All right, now we're going south. In a few minutes, we'll be going west. Welcome to Oakville, population 214,000. Oakville is the most western Toronto suburb. Burlington technically is a suburb of Hamilton. That's the city just to the west of Oakville. We'll be passing through Burlington pretty soon. I lived just northwest of here, right after university. I got a job in Etobicoke, and my girlfriend at the time bought a house that was a brand new build by Mattamy in Milton, and she asked if I wanted in on it. And I said, sure. And I moved to Milton of all places. And it was not for me. I lasted about a year. And that's when I moved to the St. Lawrence neighborhood in downtown. I did not like my super suburban existence. Hey, I think it's the number 9 drive-in is just over on the right. They say you can't knock something until you try it. I grew up in the suburbs, didn't like it. Lived there as an adult in a brand new detached house for a while, didn't like it. Now I live in a shoebox in Midtown, and I quite like it. And here we are merging onto the QEW. Well, this stretch is technically the QEW/403. This is almost always a parking lot right in this stretch. Where the hell are all these people going? It's 12:30 p.m. I thought everyone worked from home these days. Welcome to the crawl. Things should pick up. Eventually, but for now we're just going to be slowly rolling through. That's the Ford plant on the left. They're building a massive expansion to the plant. That used to be where they built the Ford Windstar. I don't know what they make there now. I think they make Lincolns. Like the Lincoln SUV. There's no getting around Toronto traffic.
Это все, что видел здесь. Женя under influence of mind control technologies is variant pleasantly the taste is all. What I was stating at this my is everyday video message. Look at this, Johnny. Look at it, Johnny.
Feel my soul getting stuck right out.
Они так воздействуют аппаратурой. Подонки, суки. Их пиздосранки и гондоны, суки и кобели.
They're taking the go.
Look at this, Johnny.
Getting off at Burlington, waiting for a bus.
Help me, please,
What's
Johnny.
in front of me doing?
Help me, please, Johnny. Come to me, please, Johnny. Take Johnny, please, me with you. Of this prison Russian zone. In one of countries. There I want to live forever. Of my the first birthday in prison Russian zone. And this forever. Help me, please, Johnny. Come to me, please, Johnny. Help me, please, Johnny, to realize my immigration. Canada, Alaska, USA, Scotland, England, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, or Czech Republic. Help me, please, Johnny. Come to me, please, Johnny. Help me, Johnny, please. I will cannot, Johnny, to live in Russian prison with Russian rats and theirs sucks and hairs. Help me, please, Johnny.
Executive golf.
Help me, Johnny, please. To give me, Johnny, please, my freedom and independence. And my home. And my inviolability life and home. And my forever education and money and work. Freedom and independence. Help me, Johnny, please.
No, that shouldn't really count.
Help me, Johnny, please. Come to me, Johnny, please. Come to me. I want to have Johnny car.
Is there like that?
And $1 or euro value.
Traffic's moving a little
Want
bit.
to have a giant the real contact of white people's race from the Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, USA, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, and Czech Republic. Вот, people, what will come to helping me to realize my immigration of this prison Russian zone in one of countries where we want to live forever, Johnny. Of my first birthday in prison Russian zone. This forever. Help me, please, Johnny. Come to me, Johnny, please. Come to me. Help me, Johnny, please. Help me, Johnny, please. I will cannot Johnny to live in Russian prison zone with Russian threats and theirs sucks and hairs. Help me, Johnny, please.
He was a viewer. I was making my normal Christmas track up to.
I want Johnny to live in Canada, Alaska, USA,
Went to a Starbucks.
Scotland, England, United Kingdom,
Was that the
Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, or Czech Republic.
and William just so happened
And to have my work and money of my work and my freedom and independence and violability life and home and this horror education
Oakville Place, another kind of quirky.
Yeah. and is only it what me to wanting is not want to wanting Russian rats and theirs sucks and hairs. Help me, Johnny, please. To realize my immigration of this prison zone in one of countries where we want to live forever. Help me, please, Johnny. It was Johnny, every day my video message. Number one of this my day in prison, Jay. Help me, please, Jay. And 20 people rush from there. Say Canada, Alaska, Scotland, England, United Kingdom, Netherlands, France, Austria, Germany, and Czech Republic. Help me, Jay, please. Come to Jay, please. Help me. To realize immigration of this prison in lots of countries that I want to live forever. Give me please my life, freedom, independence, and this inviolability, life, home, and work money, freedom, independence. Help Johnny, please. It was my everyday video message number one of this day in prison, Russian zone. Okay, help Johnny, please. Come Johnny, please, to me.